Welcome to the eSeller video tutorials, the step-by-step instructional videos that demonstrate how advanced technologies and practices can be used in the retail sector. This video contains basic information on how to use live commerce. The first step is to choose the right platform to perform a live commerce session. There are several options, but for the purpose of this video, Instagram was chosen. At first, the Instagram app should be found and downloaded from Google Play or Apple Store on a mobile phone. Now we are going to demonstrate how to set up a business account on Instagram. After the app's installation, click on the Create New Account button. The second step is when Instagram asks the user to provide a password for the newly created account. Remember to use an at least 6-letter and number combination as requested. After this, click on the Next button to proceed. After setting the password, the user will be asked to save his/her log information by clicking on the Save button. There is also an option to skip this step by clicking on the Not Now button. The third step is when Instagram asks for a date of birth. It is important to remember to set a date that is eligible to have an Instagram account. For example, if a company is 1 year old, a message that indicates inserting wrong info will appear in red. Preferably, the user should use his/her date of birth to avoid this issue. The fourth step is when Instagram asks for setting a username. It is suggested to create a username that is simple, consistent, and relevant to the business brand. The creation of an original username is indicated by the appearance of a green checkmark, square root, next to it. Then, click Next to proceed. The fifth step is when Instagram asks for contact info. There are two options: provide a mobile number or sign up with an email address. After making the option choice, the user has to provide the data in the respective field and click on the Next button to proceed. The sixth step is when Instagram asks the user to agree with its terms and policies by clicking on the I agree button. It is suggested to read the rules before agreeing to them. After completing the agreement on terms and policies procedure, Instagram informs the user that his/her account has been set up. To turn the account into a business one, the user should click on the 3 parallel dashes on the upper right corner of the screen and, then, click on the Settings button. In the Settings menu, the user should click on the Account option. Then, click on the Switch to Professional Account option at the bottom of the menu. Afterwards, the user can have a look at 4 features of a professional account by swiping left on his/her screen before clicking the Continue button to proceed. In the next step, the user is suggested to choose a category for his/her business. In the retail content, the most relevant category seems to be shopping and retail. After choosing it, click on Done to continue. The user has also the option to display the category on the profile by clicking on Display on Profile button. Instagram informs the user of the need to wait up to 30 seconds for the creation of the professional account. In the next step, the user has to choose its type either as a business or a creator. The obvious choice for a retailer is the business one. Then, click on Next to proceed. The next step includes reviewing the user's business contact info. The user is asked to provide his/her business email address, business phone number, and Instagram audio calling, and then click on Next to proceed. The provision of this information is optional. The user can choose to skip this step by clicking on the Don't Use My Contact Info button. On the next screen, the user has the option to connect this Instagram account to a Facebook one. This is particularly useful when his/her business has already an account on Facebook for interconnectivity purposes. There are two options: log in to Facebook, or skip this step. Then, the user is redirected to a screen with 5 additional steps to complete the setup of the professional account. After reviewing them, the user should click on the X on the upper right corner of the screen to proceed. After the completion of the setup of the account, the user should click on the Your Story icon in the upper left corner of the screen. Then, the user should click on the Camera option to open the story display. Afterwards, the user should swipe left 2 times to reach the Live option. From there, the options are limitless. The user can present his/her product or service and have a live interaction with the audience by responding to their comments, requests, and feedback.